These are coming back to life from being, oh look, ready to go. Do you see that? Anyways, it's a tiny leaf bug. Anyways, these are coming back to life. Good morning, friends. I shot this yesterday too, but I don't like it, and so I'm redoing it. Welcome to Whimsical Insanity if you've never been on my channel before. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Samantha, and I live in Newcastle County, Delaware, which is the northern county. We only have 3 counties in our state, and we are the first state. I'm 34 years old, married for almost 13 years, and I have 4 children. Their names are Joshua, Nicholas, Kayla, and Dakota. And they're 14, 13, 12, and 10 years old. And they're honestly the best thing I ever grew. And I say that even though I grew these cute little tomatoes, which will not make it into the house. I started my YouTube channel in early 2020, January 2020. And I started showing you guys the crafts and the painting I like to do. I then stopped doing it. I did a devotional here and there when COVID started. I have given you unedited photo videos. I have posted my TikToks I've made, and I've showed you my garden. Well, my backyard. Garden. Backyard. Hopefully homestead. Anyways, I'm watching, so I only have 28 of you subscribers, which I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you. I love you. I know most of you is probably family or friends. And again, so I appreciate it. And I love you guys. But I am going to try and do this as more of a commitment and more of a vlog. I'll still show you my art, but I probably won't show you how I do my art because I don't remember to videotape. I don't remember to carry my camera around. I don't remember to take pictures or videos with my camera. I usually, if I go, oh, I need to take a picture, I pull out my cell phone. I used to be better at taking pictures with the camera. But ever since I got a smartphone, you guys know how that goes. One of the things I like to do in the morning is walk around my garden and see what I'm growing. And yes, I know some of this stuff needs to be weeded. And I have not weeded it. And of course, I've given up on the pumpkins. The squash bugs took them over. Which is why you saw grass clippings on them. I was like, hey, it's either the bugs are going to live and the pumpkins are going to live, or the bugs are going to live and the pumpkins are going to die, and then the bugs will die because that's the last of the squash. I have no more squash. I have tomatoes and celery and strawberries. And then perennials like chamomile and lavender and blueberries and blackberries and stuff like that. Naturally, in the area I live in, we see a lot of praying mantises. Although at this point in time of the year, I don't have as many as I did at the beginning of the spring. I see a lot of dragonflies. A lot of mosquitoes, because, well, we're Delaware, and we're like mostly swampland, and yeah, mosquitoes are a thing. I live on a piece of property that I found is about 1/8 of an acre. It's 6,534 square feet, which is like 0.15 of an acre. And I'm dreaming for 10 acres someday. I want to have alpacas, and I want to have chickens. I want to do some fiber farming. I'm teaching myself how to use a drop spindle this year. I'd love to get a regular wheel, spinning wheel, and try my hand on that. As I think I'll probably be better with that than I will the drop spindle, but I am practicing with the drop hand spindle. It was more affordable to buy. I travel between here and northern PA a lot because my sons live up there with their dad, in which I take videos up and pictures up there. He has chickens. In the beginning of July, I made him a chicken tractor for his chickens for his birthday. He had 22 last time I saw them. We leave tomorrow to go up there for a week. And, well, by the time you guys see this, it'll be probably a week later. Unless I edit and upload today after church, which is why I'm in my nice dress. I'm doing YouTube to share my world, my perspective. I think you're going to find it boring and that nobody will subscribe more than the 28 who have already done so. Because I think my life can be boring, but I like to try a lot of new things. I know how to sew, crochet. I used to knit, but I broke this finger, sprained this one, and so these fingers don't work the way they used to with knitting. And I know you don't necessarily need them, but I use them. I will maybe try and practice knitting again. I still have knitting needles, and of course I have yarn because I crochet. Actually breaking this finger is what made it possible for me to actually buckle down on learning how to crochet. Because originally I did not know how to crochet anything longer than a chain, anything more than a chain. And I would crochet a chain and then I'd loop them onto my knitting needles to get that like beautiful braided bottom to my knitting. Which was a pain in the butt to do, but that's what I did. But I still know the act of knitting. I like to draw and paint. I have an iPad, so it's an old iPad. It fell down the stairs. It has blue lines. But I have Procreate, so there's that. And I'm working on digital art. I will experiment with growing things like this idea. I want to see if it will produce anything. It might not. This is a... Oh, wait. Ooh, look. Do you see it? Let's turn it sideways. See, that's a nodule. It might actually sprout out something. That was a store-bought sweet potato we've had for months because sweet potatoes store really well. So... And I know it's past the growing time for growing sweet potatoes, but, well, oh well. I like these tomatoes. No more tomatoes. I enjoy going to church on Sundays. else? What else can I tell you about me that's... Get to know me, but not too private. I'm a Gemini, born in May. I'm also the year of the rabbit. Let's see. Yeah. So I want to do more garden tours. I have plans for my yard not to look the same. I want an edible foodscape. Everything in the garden to be relatively edible. Although, now that I'm watching a lot of Roots and Refuge, I also want pretty flowers. So, I bought a lot of seeds. Since watching Roots and Refuge, I bought seeds from Baker Creek. And I bought seeds from Trader and Fruits. And I recently placed an order of seeds with M.I. Gardener. I also buy seeds off of Etsy. In fact, I bought loofah seeds off of Etsy, birdhouse gourds from M.I. Gardener, coffee seeds from M.I. Gardener. Oh, okay, so my garden, my zone is 7A. But I want to figure out the zone for where my sons live, because I might do a little plot garden up there too, and see if my sons will water it for me. I want to go and do the Back to Eden version of gardening, or the no dig. I'm looking at both. Compost is not easy to get around here. Or it's like $34 per yard, and I'm like, I know how much a yard of fabric is, but what is a yard of soil? Like, I don't know. And I'm not allowed to do anything on the front yard. So,